but we are recording. Shit.
Hey.
Jesus Christ. I literally was like, why is there bare nabs, bro? Bare nabs in that. Boom. Boom. Yeah, alright, cool. We're good.
Safe.
So now, let me get these.
Get yourself sorted
You
out.
went straight to the wine, boy.
Of course, Irish. we don't mess around.
You actually don't, you know. I don't know how.
Have you met many Irish people?
Not many.
No?
Guy from my office is Welsh. That's the first. Usually Welsh people come through these sides.
Usually on the same wavelength as Irish.
Yeah, they're usually Welsh is usually, the closest thing we have
Yeah.
here in Bristol.
Actually,
Irish, not much.
Bristol, in terms of like generation-wise and family-wise, there's a lot of Irish descent.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's weird. It's weird that the name that you know me of,
Yeah.
Irish. I was like,
Is
raw.
it?
Yeah. When I found out, I was like, what?
What? That's
My
crazy.
middle name's Irish. What's going on?
I need to remember what that is. Well, that's after.
Ryan.
Oh, that's Irish as hell.
Yeah, that's right.
You
It's
got
Irish.
Ryan, Ross. Angus is quite.
Angus,
Irish,
yeah,
but
that's always Irish.
up north as well.
Yeah,
In Scotland, they
That's
use that.
always Irish.
Yeah.
How are you liking the wine, by the way?
You know what?
Straight from Belgium.
I didn't know, because I'm not really good with wine. I'm much more a whiskey person. But
You should have told me, Dan.
No. But I do enjoy wine. Like, it's more my classy drink, you know. not drinking to, you know.
Man said, you
end
know
it.
what? Let's start 2020 as a posh,
Yeah. I love
as
it.
posh as possible.
But you know, so I can't tell if it's cheap or not. But it is the nicest white wine I've ever had.
Shout out to my Belgian people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so sweet.
My family came back from Belgium like a few weeks ago, and there's like 8 bottles of wine.
Oh
in my
my
house.
goodness.
They literally imported 8 bottles of wine in my house. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, your dad loves wine, you know it. The white wine is.
Your dad's an alcoholic, you know.
My dad has changed his drinking things. He used to be a drinker of whiskey, like hard
Okay.
liquor, everything.
Yeah. Straight.
Now, turned into wine.
Yeah.
I said, what's going on here? It's like bare wine now.
I feel like it's almost an inevitable thing though. Once you kind of start getting your own place, you know, getting set up yourself, all that.
But he's. Oh, imagine we've lived here since we moved to Bristol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruv, he was drinking hard liquor, whiskey, bare bourbon.
Yeah.
Now he's changed
Mm.
to wine. I think it's because of age.
I think that, and also once you've explored all the whiskey, you know, you can only get so much different.
Yeah, there's
But
not that much nice whiskey. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I think that's why it's nice though, because there is quite a few, you know, variation in it. And I think wine similarly, there's a lot of difference in taste. Whereas some beer, unless you change the actual beer, like if you go from a stout to a pale ale to IPA.
Stout, you know.
Yeah.
Dragon stout. Jeez.
It's good. The thirst quenches the thirst.
Yeah. Which is mad. We don't do intros anymore, as you know.
Yeah.
You stopped it. You haven't been here since episode 10.
It's been long. What are you? 97, 92? You know?
This is 94.
Oh.
No, 93. 93.
92. I was right the first time. My
93.
goodness. That's
93.
crazy, isn't it?
You haven't been here since episode 10.
That's 2 years ago.
When B bought you.
Yeah. Bianca, shout out.
Yeah, bro.
But that's 2 years ago. How crazy is that? And you know, I was thinking back over it, like once you messaged to come on. I've changed so much.
We all
since
have,
then.
though.
Yeah.
We
But
all
2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
I change it like on a monthly basis. Never mind like a yearly basis.
Man said, you know what? I'm bipolar. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck everything.
I mean, again, Irish.
But nah, like, yeah, 2 years. It's wild. Because when I messaged you and you said, yeah, I was like, all right, cool, sick. And then I was thinking, yeah, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
80 episodes, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, raw.
It was fun that time as well. And I love how every now and then, since that time, we just kind of meet each other in random places.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
And it's always in a place where, like, there's no time to talk or
I haven't
something.
met Bianca in a while. I haven't
Well,
seen,
she doesn't go outside.
I haven't seen her since 2017.
That would
No,
have been
2018. When did we meet? 2018.
2018, 2 years ago. But 2018. Yeah, coming into 2018.
Yeah,
That's
coming
what-
into 2018.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, she's still the same. She hasn't changed. She's a good girl.
I haven't seen like anyone from that side, like nobody. So I was just like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
That kind
man. just been busy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been busy. I've been up and down, going to London and back, because of all the podcast stuff. And
You find yourself traveling a lot.
yeah, and I don't go out much in Bristol. I always go out in London.
Really?
I party in London.
What is? Because I've never been out
you
like clubbing in London. People say that.
It depends where you go and what you like.
Is it like very niche? Loads of different things.
No, it depends on where like type of events you want. Do you want like, do you want to go to like Camden is popular as well. Shoreditch. Can I say? Yeah, West London has its own little spots as well.
Yeah. But there's not like any like. Are they? I'm sure there are a few kind of like super clubs. Like huge
like
clubs.
the bougie ones and
yeah.
I've never been to any of those.
Oh, so you'd find yourself more just in the kind of
like
smaller,
just like smaller
places.
like small like I actually go to bars more.
Yeah, I do as well. I never thought I'd be that kind of guy.
I never thought bars with lit music
Yeah,
would be so good.
that's the thing.
Compared to go to the club.
I underestimated the music. Some of the live bands, oh my goodness, amazing.
Bro, I don't have to dress up as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
yeah,
the
go
most
whatever you
amazing
want.
thing. I don't have to dress up.
And it's a nice environment. You get to talk. You're a bit less off your guard as well, because whenever I'm kind of out and about, especially if I'm with my girlfriend, you know, I have to have some sort of sobriety in me, you know, just in case. You know, you never know.
Oh yeah, I hear you. A lot of people in relationships say that to me, you know. They have to kind of behave when they're around their partner, especially if they go out.
It's a bit subconscious, you know.
It's different for men and women, though. I
feel like maybe, well, this is an assumption, but I feel like maybe women would be a bit more comfortable when they're with their partner out. Because in my head it's a safety thing, you know. It's not like she would disapprove of me, you know, drinking too much or something like that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I definitely hear you, you know, because there have been scenarios where I end up talking to someone. They're obviously with their partner and stuff, and obviously I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my bad. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
No problem. But they were obviously like comfortable because they know who's there and stuff like that. And they're like, this, like, I'm gonna assume that they don't find me as a rude person anyway. So. Yeah,
I think that's fine.
That's fine. Like, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. And then keep it moving.
That's good. You explain stuff. You're not gonna read people's minds and know what situation they're in.
Yeah. It's nice to kind of like just have a conversation at the bar. Just end up talking to someone, and then they say like, "Oh, I'm with my boyfriend." Sorry. And I'm like, "All right, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, have a good night. Enjoy your night. No problem."
So you're still single?
I've been single since you met me.
And how's that treating you? I said to myself, like, from that day, I was like...
Actually, I remembered. You just remembered. I was like, wait, did my man say he's staying single for life? And then I was like, wait, did he just drop that he has a girl now?
Things change.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's about 8 months now. I'm with her.
That's fresh.
And it was so weird, because up until the exact moment when we started seeing each other, I was still in that mood. I was like, I just need to focus on myself. I don't have time for anyone else. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I really didn't. And once I finished all my exams, it's coming close to the summer, I kind of just felt not bored, but I just needed someone special to kind of come home and be like, oh, how was your day and stuff like that. I really, stop. Look at me outing myself. I'm gonna get roasted
man
for
wants
this.
brownie points.
Yeah. Now that that's over, she's probably turned off by now. So we can get into the deep stuff now.
Cute. Bruv, I've been more in like dating. I was dating for 2 years, man. For those 2 years, this is you see me. Yeah, dating, but those kind of made me think of. Yeah, they just kind of made me think of who I am actually like as a person.
Yeah.
Like, what do I actually look for, like, in not just a partner, just a person to have a conversation with. So, I've put, like, I think when we were single, we look for attractive more than a conversationalist.
Yeah, for sure. Because you got all the time in the world and stuff.
All
you
the
just
time
want
in
to
the world.
enjoy yourself.
Now, it's a switcheroo a little bit.
It's
And
very
I'm
easy to be persuaded away from physical looks, isn't it?
Especially if the bunda's mad. If the bunda's mad, it's a bit of a tricky situation to ignore.
It's on gravitational pull.
It's like when if you have an argument with her, especially, and you look when she walks away,
Is that
in your mind, these words come in your mind, innit? Jesus said forgive. So you can just keep
I'm gonna be
going.
the bigger person, and I'll see you tonight.
Yeah. I'll see you when I get back. But no, like I've just been dating. I've been just single, man. I've just been like a bit more to myself more.
Yeah.
And focusing on stuff. Obviously, here and there I'll go out and party, do what I gotta do, but I'm not really. Yeah, since I changed my number as well. My phone is clean. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh
New start.
A pure restart, because I had some situations and stuff like that that involved some things, but I was kind of like, it felt nice just to have a new number.
Yeah.
I haven't changed my number in 5-6 years.
It's kind of 'cause I can't remember the last time I changed my number, but it's kind of like the new year, isn't it? It's kind of like
No, I changed my number
clean slate.
last year summer.
Oh, did you?
And I didn't tell people. I didn't tell people. The ones I only told like maybe 3 people that I changed my number.
Yeah.
Straight away, 3-4 people, and then they progressed throughout the week. But I didn't tell officially that I changed my number for about a month.
Yeah, you didn't make that Facebook status.
No, Twitter, nothing.
Yeah.
I waited until like 2-3 months ahead, and then I was just like chilling, man.
I see you're on Twitter a lot. Twitter is one of those ones I've never ever gotten into.
I do it for comedy bands.
Yeah, no, but that's one thing. It looks really fun, and all the like.
And
the
you
funny
get
memes and
you know
stuff.
you get a few entertaining pictures and a few endeavors here and there, in the back doors. Yeah.
What's it? Because I
You
have no
enjoy
idea what
life.
it's like.
You enjoy life on Twitter sometimes, but it depends. Because I do it for like just comedy, man. Like comedy, fun. That's what social media is meant to be.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's very, very easy to kind of slip into going too far with social media, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just mad. Like people can. I predicted that some of us will have. There will be a point where, in the future, where we as human beings will need to go to rehab because of social media.
Oh yeah. It's a form of addiction for sure. It's it's kind of similar to whenever there was a whole debate on is food classed as something addictive, you know.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it is. There was loads of studies that it kind of triggers the same pathways in the brain as any drug addiction would. And I can say, pretty surely that social media very quickly will become the next thing that we will be treating for. And it sucks, especially the more it's growing, the harder it is to control it and filter it for the younger generation.
Oh my god, yeah. Bruv, this algorithm thing is pissing me off as well. Fam, just me in person, as a guy who has some type of a business, I would call this as a business.
Yeah.
Or as people as entrepreneurs and stuff like that. Fam, people be like, "Oh, did you like my post? Why didn't you like my post?" Like girls have told me, like, "Why didn't you like my post yesterday that I posted?" I'm like, "Babes, I didn't even see it." Like, what? Like, I didn't even see it. Like, and she's just a normal girl. And I'm like, raw. That's crazy.
Yeah, especially because all the time, I mean, I don't know about you, but I do still spend a lot of time just mindlessly scrolling. You think you'd see it.
Oh yeah.
They're very selective what they show you.
I don't want. Why do I want to see something that's 18 hours ago when I want to watch when I want to see what's going on in the last hour?
Yeah.
Twitter, that cannot happen on my Twitter anymore. But on my I think I need to set that up again because I changed my phone. But I think I need to do that again for Instagram maybe. Yeah,
I was just thinking because Instagram, I remember whenever I first started, it was based on time, wasn't it? Like when it was.
Bare pictures about flowers, animals, bare quotes in that.
Now it's just like if you clicked on something for too long, or like if the microphone's picked up, you said something, you start getting ads.
Bro, I swear our phone is listening.
Oh
Bro.
yeah, 100%. I'm pretty sure they've admitted. I can't remember who.
Oh my god.
And there was that whole case with iPhone.
Listening bears, bro. It's amazing.
I think that's one of the things I'm most worried about in the future. It's kind of invasion of privacy because there's a few things in life that I think are sacred to people. One is privacy. Another being access to healthcare, a roof over your head, things like that.
You're basically talking what's going on recently, isn't it? It's basically happening now.
It's been happening for a while. It's only getting worse, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like whole laws being changed.
Yeah.
Social media.
Laws not even meaning anything.
Yeah,
as well.
like social media, like if you get like obviously before like online bullying and stuff like that was a big thing.
Yeah.
Now, bruv, the police can't do shit. Police can't do shit.
Because I remember, I remember back in oh my goodness, whenever I was in high school, we had a situation where the police came in and started confiscating phone stuff, and it was a very controlled process.
Yeah.
But you're right, nowadays, like, what are you gonna do? Everyone's already, everybody's involved.
Yeah, burner accounts as well. Like everyone has burner account. Well,
Yeah.
I don't.
No, yeah.
I do not have. I don't know, but I feel like, why do I need a burner account? I get it for some people.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I don't think I need a burner account because I've not done any crazy shit.
Yeah, I think calling it a burner account makes it sound a lot more sinister. Just a separate account, like a private account, because especially.
No, it's not private. It's not private.
No, yeah, that's true.
It's not private.
Private from your immediate.
It's private for it's almost like you're living a double life thing.
Yeah.
It is. Because I know some people that have burner accounts.
You can live a double life easily on social media.
I know.
That's
I know
scary.
people that have burner accounts. It's crazy. I was like, rah,
Yeah.
rah.
It kind of feels like they're just getting away with whatever they want to say. Or
But
something.
but the ones that I know that have burner accounts, they don't say random
Not
shit.
malicious. Yeah.
Non-malicious stuff. But then I've heard stories of what you said, like
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Like
Oh, you hear it all the time.
yeah, we hear it all the time. But like, nah, I'm happy I don't have a burner account because I think I would do madnesses.
Yeah. I was thinking.
I would be DMing girls so much.
Do you approach a lot of girls? Like, as in, do you like send messages and stuff like that?
Like to women I know.
Yeah, no, not like strangers.
Yeah, to women I know. I just message them random
Well, I'm saying, like, okay, like
about like something they post or something.
Yeah.
I'll message them about it or something. Even with guys, I'll do it.
with no intention. Yeah.
Yeah, no intention because I find it funny or
Yeah.
make a certain comment
Yeah.
or whatever.
I think that was the thing as well. Like, I'm pretty much the same. I message like anyone. Like, if I see a funny story or something on their Instagram, I'll message like laughing or something like that. I usually don't use words, but it starts a conversation anyway.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of people that just go in like and just go super weird, like try to get with girls, or I don't know if it's the other way around.
I had a
but-
conversation with a friend of mine about this actually because
Yeah.
she posted something about I think one of her friends was like getting messages about like, oh, you're not gonna give me a chance or da 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 da. That's what the guy said.
Yeah.
And I think she posted it about like, look at this entitlement that men have.
We
I
call
reacted
it.
I reacted it so quick. I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Is this towards you? I was like, and we were just having a discussion like how some men think that we just because we have like certain type of contact with you, like Snapchat, Facebook,
Anything.
number, Instagram, Twitter, like we have an entitlement to, like for you to give us a go, like just to have a conversation with,
You can see that
or
a lot.
or date them, even.
Have you been on Reddit before? Have you heard of Reddit?
Nah.
So there's just this
I've
thing,
heard stuff about
and
it.
they've got like loads of blogs and stuff, and like they group them up into things called subreddits, and one of them is called Nice Guys, and it's the funniest thing ever. It's just people posting screenshots of people. It all evolved from someone saying like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy. Why are you with someone like him? He can't treat
Do
you
know
the way
how-
I
I'm
can."
sorry. Do you know how many women have showed me?
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
Oh my.
I
fuck.
find it sucks that it's happening, but I find it so funny reading through his message. Like,
But
what's going through your
know,
head?
I know someone that's in a relationship. Yeah, happy relationship.
Mm.
I saw him earlier actually. Great girl. And I remember her telling me like, dudes still message her like, yo, you still in a relationship or not?
That's such a scummy thing
I'm
to say.
like,
Just leave.
wait, it's been 2 years and you messaging back. I swear. And then there was a guy on Twitter who messaged this girl like, say oh yeah, I'm in a relationship, happy relationship. They were talking before, but then she ended up be liking someone else and having a relationship or whatever. And he's messaged like, listen, next year at the new year, I'll message you again, seeing if you're in a relationship. she just said laugh out loud, no problem. He actually messaged back literally the same day, a year later, saying he's in a relationship.
Yeah.
I said, big man.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, with that girl?
Yeah, with the same girl, bruv. I was just
But
like,
that's not that's not creepy in my head. Like, he says like, okay,
that's just funny.
it's funny, yeah, and she didn't react badly to it.
Yeah. She just
If-
found it like raw.
if she,
like,
if had she said like no, don't, and then he still did it, that's weird. But I think it was all fair game, and it's quite funny.
it's
actually.
fair game
Yeah.
at the end of the day. But at the
That's a
same,
bit cute.
yeah, it's like, but it's interesting though. It's interesting. She must be still fire after a year. if you want her like that.
Yeah.
But, like there are some. I'm not even gonna lie. There are some women that I'm like, you're in a relationship. I wish I could still message you though. You know what I mean? I'm just like, rah, I can't really be talking to you anymore. Like, is it weird to say?
Where to say what?
As me, this is me, yeah. Before you were in a relationship,
Mm.
and you saw someone that you like, kind of were interested in, but they're in a relationship, it's like, can't be talking to you the same way anymore, man. Fuck.
I think
I had that one. I was like, rah.
yeah.
I can't be talking to you like this.
I think it depends what your relationship with that person was before they were in a relationship. Like if it was more than friends or something, then
there are big points.
then I would have been weirded out by. I would treat them differently. Definitely.
It's a natural thing, though.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to step on the toes of everyone else,
Bro, I do. Bruv.
You step on toes. You stamp.
Huh?
Do you stamp on toes?
No, wait, what's going on here? Bro, are we outing each other out here? What's going on? But no, like, there was a point of like when I kind of was interested in a girl, and then she told me she was in a relationship, and I knew who the guy was, and I was like, listen, you're single, you do what the hell you want. Like, you want to choose over there, choose over there. You're in a relationship, you should be happy. So yeah, I just kept it moving. But now it did change the conversations. It did change the conversation, which is sad to say.
Yeah.
But it can't be helped.
It's inevitable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
I think if it had, even like trying to force it to go the same way, would do a lot more damage than just letting it go the way it should.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's really bad. It was kind of like, it was a good thing. Good little, like, we would banter, actually have jokes and have a conversation, but yeah, it just didn't really. Yeah, maybe I was too late. Maybe she just wanted her cake and eat it too, but she was just too late and she got peer pressure. You get peer pressure sometimes. Make a decision.
I'm a sucker for peer pressure, especially with the boys. God's sake, anything happens.
You can't peer pressure me like that, unless
you don't think so.
There's only been like a few times, but not like it doesn't happen on a regular basis. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. You just put your foot down.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
No, I'm easily persuaded.
Nah. If it's going out, I'll do it, but then I'll be like, I know I'll leave early. Unless it's lit.
Yeah.
Unless it's lit. If it becomes a lit night, then I'm like, alright, cool, I'll stay.
I think I tell people too much. So they'll be like say if I tell them my New Year's resolutions, like, okay, well, this year anyway is like to just enjoy myself, enjoy my life, and stop stressing by work just the whole time. There's more to it. But anyway, so they'll be like, oh, come on. I'm like, no, I'm really tired. I was like, oh, wasn't your resolution to, enjoy yourself and like be with friends? And then that's it. So I'm like, well, I can't argue back.
This is why I don't
use my words against me.
I don't do New Year's resolutions.
I stopped until that. And you know what? I've really felt the benefit from it. It's just been a change of frame of mind. That's a lot of words, but I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that's not a word. Bare words is like expeditiously in order.
Yeah.
No, that's not. No, you're not using bare words. But no, I'm cool with just chilling, like, or whatever, like whatever. It's weird because I don't date as much as like last year. I haven't dated like summer. That stopped. I stopped dating from summer.
And why do you think that is?
I think I either got busier or just got fed up with a lot of stuff I was going through before summer and the beginning of the year of 2019.
So whatever it was just more you time.
Yeah, it just became. Now I'm cool. Like, I'm kind of comfortable, but at the same time, I'm feeling like, are you like kind of like you know what I mean? Just tired of being a bit. Just.
Well, the thing was, I was always scared of like, is this me slowing down? Is this I'm only 22, 21. Like,
I'm older than you, for fuck's sake, bruv.
Well, no. I'm just saying. I just I had a bad history of kind of being very emotionally dependent on people, in terms of in terms of like dating and girlfriends and stuff like that. So I took a good time out for myself.
I think I have the similar problem, but I'm a bit more.
But if you're just dating,
I'm a bit more like I'm still.
I think you're more in tune with
it. I'm a bit more in tune with my emotions, but at the same time, I'm more, I'm mixing effort with my emotions. Because I feel like if I'm putting effort into something, I feel the result will be great.
Yeah.
But when it turns on you, that's when I'm like, fucking hell.
It's quite demotivating, isn't it?
It's a motivation, I get it, but it still pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bit more.
It hits harder.
It hits harder,
but
though.
I think that's with everything in life. If you.
Yeah.
That's kind of why they always say, make your goals big and try as hard as you can for it. And if you fail, it's going to suck, but keep trying. And you'll get to somewhere that, as long as you keep trying, you're going to get to somewhere that you're happy with in life.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just take my time.
Yeah.
Take my time. Obviously, if anything happens, it happens. But yeah, man, I'm not really about anymore. I'm just kind of like here, work, studio, gym. That's it.
That's perfect.
That
But
is
once you
it.
have you kind of the foundation set, everything falls in place.
Yeah.
I find it's very weird, but I find that if I'm pursuing something, it comes to me when I least expect it, in terms of that I'm not actively thinking about it every day, being like, I need this, I need this, I need this. I just do what I need to do,
I get you.
go on the right path, and then it somehow comes to me.
Yeah, I kind of in that zone, but at the same time, when I look at certain people's when they post stuff, that's why I get back to get into social media. Like,
Yeah.
we get so affected so quickly.
Mm.
Because like that's where mental health is coming and stuff like that. Mental health is such a big factor now.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, like, yeah, that's why I said, like, in 2020, I pray for everybody to get more wins,
Yeah.
less losses, and keeping their mental health intact.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
That's so important right now. And obviously, being financially stable, that's cool and stuff like that. But in all honesty, like, mental health is something that's
Big time.
something big. Because I know before the podcast, I definitely had a little bit of trouble with mental health.
Say.
It's weird to say, but I think I did.
Do you think it's easier to come out these days?
Yeah.
Saying that you've had some trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's because, again, through the podcast,
Yeah.
able to express myself, be more open, and actually have open conversations with people.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, just have open conversations. Yeah.
What do you think about all the kind of memes and stuff on social media?
When it comes
Always
to
talking
what?
about, because you always, like, whether you're on Instagram or whatever you are, you see these like funny skits and they will be talking about depression, anxiety, and stuff like that, and making a joke out of it.
I don't feel a way because I know it's for a joke. But when it's about, like, towards possibly, like, I don't really like the ones that, like, talk about, like, yeah, there's a possibility of, like, after going through something, you go over a bridge or something like that. Not towards a heartbreak. I get it. You feel that way, but in the sense of, like, when you're losing a job or maybe losing like some type of sanity or something like that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, I don't really like that for as a joke. But I know you're not trying to do it in a malicious way. I don't think I would follow you for you to be tweeting something like that. So, yeah, I'm a bit more. It depends. It depends. Obviously, everyone's different. So.
Yeah, I think one good thing that comes out of making, well, a funny thing is humor is a very good. I wouldn't even say release. It's a very good mask. Not. It's a very good distraction.
Yeah.
From reality, and I think that's why there is such a big issue with mental health and comedians.
Oh,
and people who
yeah,
act funny. People who love comedy, and the thing is, it's so important to have a break.
Oh, very.
Especially whenever it comes to mental
very,
health, and whenever
very important.
Yeah, whenever things get overwhelming, whether it's depression, anxiety, whatever else you could be struggling with, to have a break from that allows you the mental capacity to actually start tackling it. You can't think about these things when they're going on in your head, when they're festering, when it's at its worst. That's not the time to kind of be like, oh, okay, well, I'll fix this about it. You're not in that mindset. You're in a really big slump. And then that's why you've got these things like prescription medicine. When it gets too far, they bring you to a level that you have the capacity to start dealing with it.
I think one of my main things to deal with it is by not being in Bristol. So I go. That's why I'm, like, in London quite a bit, because of, like, events kind of put me in a new space, but also I get to kind of just be like, be at time with myself. Like, sometimes even if I'm bored, and if I also have the money.
That's it. Always.
Finances are important as well.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in Bristol, I want to just be by myself. I'll go to a restaurant. I'll go Nando's by myself. Calm, no problem. I'll eat outside.
Yeah.
No problem. And then, or like sometimes after the studio, I'll just be like, fuck, I'm gonna go get food.
Yeah.
By myself. I'll go to a restaurant. Again, Nando's, Wagamama's or something. Be by myself, no problem.
Just on your own,
Yeah, and then if I go to London, sometimes I'll get a hotel out there and I'll be like, I'm just chilling. Kind of just
That's really interesting. So, you've heard about this seasonal depression,
yeah.
and that's talking about how when
I think I've gone over. I think I've kind of got my little thing on that in a sense of when vitamin D deficiency is very real for us people.
Oh yeah.
When
for
we don't
ethnic-
see sun, we are fucked.
Yeah.
So it's like mad. So luckily enough, I go to events and be like, oh, I kind of it's a different atmosphere for me, so I kind of have to be aware and a bit more awake. So yeah, like I get to do that type of stuff, which is great, and then it kind of keeps me a bit more like whatever. And when especially alcohol does help. I'm not even gonna lie, but obviously partying and stuff like that, and meeting new people and getting introduced to people, and like that type of stuff.
That's your socializing. But yeah, with the seasonal depression, whether it's the not getting enough vitamin D, whereas just looking outside, it's always dark, it's always cold, whatever. So that's an interesting point you brought up. Do you think then there's also a case of geographical depression? Based on where you are.
Yeah, like how people say like, oh, they're homesick.
Yeah.
That's a
really good example,
like,
actually.
Especially when you're like, say now like you're here,
and
then you have to go back to Ireland, and you're like, oh, and you're here, but you're like, fam, I'm a bit.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, especially whenever I came over, and the last time we did the podcast 2 years ago, and I was in first year, I was in an alien place. It was very difficult being in a new place, but I think for me anyway, change is what keeps me going. So
change will always affect you, yeah.
Yeah, but so whenever it was coming up to last Christmas, the one that's just passed, sorry, me and all my friends on the course, we were just so aggy and short-tempered with each other and everything, just walking around miserable. And then I just had to go home, and we all knew, we this is our third time doing this. We all are very aware of it. We don't take offense. Yeah. Well, I've got 2 more years to go.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay, great. But so it was nice and then having that reset, coming back, it's just as if all that's just washed away. So
yeah, it's always nice to do a reset.
I think that's one reason why I'm quite lucky to. It's very hard to go home, but I'm lucky that home is. It's weird whenever you drive to your home, I feel like it's different than getting a flight. I have to do.
Yeah, distance definitely affects it.
Yeah, I feel like there's much more of a nice barrier where I can be like, I leave my work in Bristol, enjoy my family time, reset, and I come back to pick it up where I left off.
I think for me, I couldn't do that in uni. I couldn't do that until, obviously, I moved out for my final year, and kind of got focused on that a little bit more. But then I had to go back. That kind of was a different reset for me.
Yeah.
But when I'm able to like just leave Bristol in total and just go to a different city, either if it by myself with friends or whatever, I kind of can get a little bit of a reset for that, because it's a different setting for me. As long as it's a different setting for me, I think I'll be more focused on what's going on with me now before actually thinking of other stuff.
Yeah, didn't you have that huge trip to, was it Toronto?
Yeah, that was a huge reset.
Oh, yeah, reset.
That was definitely
stressful.
a reset.
Really?
That was definitely,
because you're on your own, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
I've never done anything close to that.
Someone asked me on Twitter actually when I said like solo trips are lit, because she was thinking of, I think the girl was saying she wants to go to New York by herself, like planning solo trips and stuff, and I was like, yeah, do it, it's lit, like it's one of my best decisions ever. And we had a little bit of it, and she's like, the only thing that I don't do in a solo trip is go to bars and clubs and shit like that, unless I meet people and they want to show me the city.
That's smart.
Like, I'm happy that Toronto got people in Toronto, shout out to them, like they actually got me to see a bit of the nightlife.
That's
there,
good,
which was really good.
I think that's really smart of you as well. Like whenever it comes to nightlife, a lot of kind of street politics comes into play, doesn't it? You need to know the area, you need to know the bars.
Like
sure.
So
that's smart.
Luckily enough, I got to do that. But usually I'd just be chilling, man. I was just chilling. If it like one day, I think one day it was only one day I stayed in.
Really?
One day.
How long were you away for?
I was there for 2 weeks.
And you only stayed in one day?
Stayed in
were you
one
not
day 'cause
exhausted?
It was raining. No, it was raining all day.
Really?
I said, there's no way I am walking around downtown Toronto in the fucking rain. There's no, even though I have got clothes to wear and like for winter, this type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I am not doing it.
It sucks. And then your feet are always damp as well, Jimo.
No. I had like shoes for like rain and stuff. Like they I won't get my feet wet type of thing. But at the same time, I was just like, I know I'm gonna get soaked. I know I'm gonna get annoyed. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. The only thing I went out for was for the Popeyes next door to my apartment.
Is that good? I've never tried it.
Oh my god, it was beautiful.
Oh.
But
that
that was because obviously, what you call it? It was like round the corner. It was like round the corner from our apartment. There was a Starbucks, a Popeyes, an Indian restaurant, a Subway. Yeah, Subway, and there was something else. I'm not too sure I forgot what it was. A pastry place, a big like there's
everything, anything
I
you
could
needed.
just chill. I could literally just chill, go downstairs, get a coffee or whatever, and get food or whatever. I was chilling. But the next day it was a bit more dry, and I was like, yeah, I can actually go out and go about. But yeah, I was chilling, man.
The interesting thing is that you've talked a lot about being on your own and doing things solo. And there was a funny thing. There was a research paper I was reading, and I can't remember the name. I really need to start writing these things down because a lot of people want to see these and see the evidence.
Definitely have a conversation.
Yeah, especially. But so they were saying that we spend so little time just in our own head, and even when people are walking on their own, like if you look at anybody, including me, I'll have earphones in, listen to music.
Yeah.
I'm very seldomly just stuck in my own head,
Very
thinking,
much so.
letting whatever thoughts come in to my head.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because whenever I look at you and I hear your podcasts and all that, I get to hear a lot of your thoughts in your head when you portray them.
Yeah.
You can tell that that's done you good. That you have a very good sense of self, and that's very important, because it's very easy to run away from that and not know who you are, and then that's whenever these mental issues can manifest.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because I think during uni, I was very college, uni, school, whatever. I was very timid.
Yeah.
Not into myself, but like just very shy, and
You kept to yourself.
kept to myself. But my emotions didn't want to, like I felt awkward every time, like when I'm around certain people, and it was really weird. I think it's because I was just to myself. I don't really converse. I would conversate, but I felt like every time I had a conversation with someone or whatever, I feel like I was forcing it.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was nagging and stuff like that. And I it's something that I did not like about myself. But at the same time, I don't know the other person. Do they feel that way? So I was kind of like in the middle. But then when I have the podcast, it's kind of like I was able to actually have open conversations in general, but not on mic, but actually in private as well, like actually having open conversations. And it was kind of like an eye-opener, like, oh, people actually do like feel some ways and stuff like that, actually having open conversations. And that was always, and from now, like anybody that either listens to the podcast or knows me, they can just message me and have a conversation.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
open to it. Unless me and you had a bad little situation, but
yeah,
like,
you'll still make amends.
Yeah, we can make amends. We have that conversation first before we go continue.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's interesting though, because I had the same kind of thing. Might have been just last year, whenever I was really, really busy, and it was one of our hardest years in uni, and lots of exams, no time to myself, all that stuff. For some reason, like I've always been a chatterbox. I've always been able to keep up conversation, all that stuff. But I really felt like it was costing me something to make a conversation with someone, no matter who it was. It just didn't feel like I was genuinely into the conversation.
You know what? I think it's because when we have a lot of stuff in our plate, we kind of are, as men, we are very hard to multitask.
Yeah.
I think that is one thing that also affects us as well. Like,
it'll be on our head all day.
Yeah. When we're focused on something, that's all we think about all day.
I'm sure that's the same for some
Yeah.
women as well.
It's like back in the day. I know in first year, if you were speaking to a girl, you'll be like thinking about her a little bit, like, oh, how can I move to her? Like imagining scenarios and shit, and you're just there like,
you'd be distracted.
yeah, keep me distracted, bruv. But now, like, I think when you're focused on work and like
When it's very serious stuff, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
like with me, when I'm working, I'm not really on social media much.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm focused on work because I have deadlines to meet. I have deadlines to meet, meetings to do. I have these things to do, and it's not like like uni. I have access to social media a lot of times. Sometimes I have to hide my phone so I don't look at social media and notifications and shit like that. Just so I can.
Same.
That's why podcasts and music and stuff like that, it changes for me, but it works. It works.
Yeah, I love listening to podcasts. I love it. I listen to a huge range of podcasts, and
Including the one that obviously you're in.
yeah, of course. I've already talked about how much I listen to it.
Come on, my G.
But and it's really, really booming, the podcast industry. There's some crazy figures on how many people are listening to podcasts, how many people are making podcasts.
Yeah.
And you can see every company's moving towards amplifying that and capitalizing on it.
BBC's one
Yeah,
example.
Exactly.
BBC, ITV's another one. During Love Island, they're gonna be doing that.
Yeah, you see, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Who's doing the Love Island podcast? I love Love Island, by the way. I love trash TV.
Are you excited for the new one?
So excited. Yeah.
Do you know one of the girls are from Bristol? You know.
Which one? I don't know her names. What do they look like?
Her surname was Do
you see? Is it Lewis Capaldi's ex is on it?
Lewis Capaldi? Who's that?
Who's Lewis Capaldi? The singer.
Lewis.
You've heard of him. That one. I can't remember the name of the song now.
Capaldi. Is it C or K?
A C. Lewis is the first name. You've definitely heard of him.
Capaldi.
He's been crazy. He's a Scottish artist, I believe.
Okay.
And he's just been topping all the charts with every album release, and he's so funny on social media. He's just such a genuine guy. And I want to say that I think his ex is on it.
His ex?
And you wouldn't put the two together.
Oh, that brother!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm meaning to listen to this guy's album.
You haven't? Oh, it's one of those albums you'll love every single
because
song.
Because he does he's done like an advert for his album, like a little promo thing on TV, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Lewis Capaldi. This is my album. Go check it out." And it's like popping up here and there, and he makes like funny comments.
Yeah.
I need to listen to this guy. Yeah,
he's just one of those guys that are just naturally hilarious.
Yeah, I need to listen to this guy. If his ex is on there, I'm interested. But I forgot her name.
What I suggest to you, right? Listen to. Well, you've already heard him talking.
Oh yeah.
When you hear him talking and then you hear him listening.
Yeah, her.
Singing. It's completely different.
Sienese?
Is this the one you're talking about?
Yeah, she's from Bristol.
Is she? Oh, because she's just been.
She's been announced as one of the contestants.
Today.
Yeah.
No,
really?
Like
ages ago, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but they did her like on Instagram. They kind of go through each person
yeah.
on the run up.
Yeah,
that was hers today.
Yeah, hers is today. Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
So
it's so weird whenever
she's from Bristol. I was like, wait, I have seen you on a rave.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, hold on.
And I was literally just talking to a friend before I came here, and he said that he played basketball with Ovi. It was on last year's.
Big up Ovi.
He's the funniest guy.
Yeah, he plays for London Lions now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who he used to play for.
He used to play for somewhere in Spain, I believe, Spain or Greece.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, damn. So he's always been like
Italy.
proper.
Yeah, he's been in the Euro leagues apparently. But
I love it. I
would love to have a conversation with him.
Oh yeah. He's very interesting.
Yeah.
So obviously you don't get the same people on social media, but going and again on reality TV, but I feel like it should be a bit more than. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, but anyway, he looks like his outlook on life would be so different compared to most people.
Yeah.
Because he's always making jokes.
I've been told. I was literally thinking. Sometimes I do this little thing, during conversation. And
Yeah,
I'll get asked podcasts and stuff like that. When I get asked about podcasts and stuff, I just tell them like, "Yo, imagine if I had Ovi on the podcast, yeah." Do you know how many women have told me, how women have messaged me saying, "I will book time off of work. I will be your camera woman. I will set up lighting, something, just to be in the same room and shoot my shot." I said, "You're not gonna shoot your shot."
That's fair play. He's an attractive man.
Yeah, he is. He is. Do you think him and Amber have done a thing?
I was seeing that.
Do you think? I think they have.
I could see them together.
I could see them together.
I could.
But at the same time, I get the male and friend like with some of my female friends that I'm super close with.
Yeah.
Some guys have asked me like, "Yo, have you done?"
And you're like, no, never, no.
I'll be
I
like,
wouldn't even.
I'll be like,
you know.
listen, me and her have had a discussion. The only way it would happen, probably, I don't know, God forbid, I don't think that would ever happen, is because we're so hard drinkers
Yeah.
that if we become paralytic drunk.
You just both fall.
No, yeah. No, like, because we're so, like, even someone else has asked me, like, you and these people that you're friends with, you guys are alcoholics. Like, you don't know how to drink. We're like, yeah, we're lit. We're lit. We know how to drink, bro, and just have fun. So
I love it.
Yeah,
No,
so-
I think I always has whenever I was growing up, and it wasn't too common of a thing, but I always did have a lot of girlfriends that I wasn't,
romantically involved.
yes, exactly, thank you, romantically involved with, and it's definitely much more of a normal thing now, and it's really nice to have that kind of opposite sexes input on certain things and advice. It helps a long way. It's like a cheat sheet. It's great.
Bro, some of the women, your female friends are the best women.
Oh yeah. Some of them are the worst.
So,
Yeah.
Are you just putting shade on some people?
No. But I just there's too many to. We'll be here all day. Some of them are just like, it's like you know
Hey.
how girls think. What are you doing?
Have you had the one where the girl's friend approaches you, says, "Oh, my friend wants to speak to you." Have you had that?
Yeah.
I've had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, your friend, where is she?
But
She
then
points.
yeah.
She points. I'm like, and then I thought in my head, and then I'm like, wait. And it's weird as well. It's always the one that approaches you, the friend, is the most attractive one.
It's a trap.
And I'm just like, not really, but since you came up, what's going on with you? I've said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
as
gosh.
far as it goes,
Sometimes it works.
sometimes, but it is quite unappealing if that person can come up themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect it a lot more.
That's what I think a lot of women are scared, though, still.
Because I remember we talked about this 2 years ago again.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And I think it's actually got a lot better. I think a lot more women are shooting their shot.
Oh, wait, what? It's
honestly.
got way better.
Yeah, isn't
way
it? Okay, good.
better. It's impossible, bruv.
But a lot better, like you're
But
saying.
some questions they ask are a bit...
What do you mean? Like a trap?
No, not a trap, but like... It's like they're still trying to figure out how to start the conveation.
Okay, yeah, I get
And
you.
I'm like,
it can be a bit awkward sometimes.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Especially when you are... Obviously, when you're actually getting to know, like,
Yeah.
like age and like ethnicity and stuff like that. That's when you're like...
It's like a social profile.
Yeah. And you're trying to
But
figure out,
so well done, Everybody
like
took
I've
our...
met like I've had some like a girl like talk to me and stuff, like ask me like where I'm from and stuff, like age, and I asked them like, oh, whatever, and the girl was Irish actually, and I was like, wait, you're Irish?
There you go.
She's like, yeah, I'm Irish. And she's from Nigeria, and I was like, oh, see.
the Irish Nigerian? Amazing.
No, Nigerian.
Or Nigerian Irish? No.
No, it was like she's somewhere from Africa,
Mm.
not Nigerian, but somewhere from.
Well, was she
Africa.
born in Ireland?
I believe
Or raised? Probably raised.
she might be raised.
Yeah.
Not
Because
born.
a lot of that lot, and Iranians like myself, we were first generation. Whereas I feel like, I'm not sure about Filipinos, but more of the Asians, they're like second or third generation here. They came a lot earlier, maybe.
Mainly.
My friends in uni, anyway.
Yeah, like my family, I'm first generation.
Yeah, here, same.
Yeah, I wasn't born here,
Mm-hmm.
but I was raised here.
See, I was even born here.
And I'm raised here. My sister was born somewhere else, but she would kind of be classed as second generation,
Okay.
because of age.
Mm.
But like I think it's experiences as well. Our experiences are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to find out if I can actually find that girl on social media, because
Wait, which one?
the one that I found as Irish.
Oh, wait, so what happened? You said you were talking to her.
Yeah, I was just talking to her.
She came up to you.
No. We were just having a conversation. No, I just ended up because we were at a party, so we just
Okay,
ended
you just bumped in.
bumped
yeah.
in. We just having a normal conversation, chit chat, and then obviously we're friends with someone that
Yeah, mutual friends, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, and whatever we're talking, and then my interruption I got interrupted.
That's it, disappear.
And then gone, done.
Because you don't want to.
Finito.
You don't want to stand there while someone's talking to someone else, and you don't know anyone.
You hate it in a house party as well when you're talking to someone, yeah, and then it's been like and then your boy just drags you to do something, or
yeah.
or your friend's like dragging you, and I'm like, big man,
I'm busy.
don't interrupt me, bro. I'm trying to speak, bro. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I love it.
It's annoying.
It goes both ways. Men and women can be very bad wingmen sometimes.
Oh my days, Lord of His mercy, Jesus! It's impossible, bro. It's impossible.
But yeah, bringing it back, I love trash TV. It just, I don't need to think. Again, I'm on my phone.
You watch like Love and Hip Hop and that.
What?
Love and Hip Hop.
What's that?
Like, oh, Love and Hip Hop.
Never heard of it.
You need to watch that shit. That is amazing trash TV.
Have you seen that weird one where it's like I've only seen one episode, but it's like called First Dance or something.
First Dance.
Or I don't know. So basically, it's like a first date. Have you seen all those like lovely ones where like the first dates hotel and celebrity first dates?
Yeah.
I love those. I love
the first
those.
date one's funny.
Yeah.
Some
You
of
get
those
such
funny.
crazy people coming together, and sometimes
The celebrity one was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I
Like, it's like it's somewhere in Spain or some shit
Yeah. Oh,
for charity.
Oh, what are you talking? Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. My favorite was Diversity.
Yeah.
One of the boys, I can't remember his name now. The youngest boy there, he went there. He was lovely.
Oh,
so sweet to see
swear.
him. Yeah.
Who was he with?
The one that so I don't know who he got with because they don't really go for other celebrities.
No, it's mainly normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think would be
I think that's
quite
cool.
relieving
I think it's cool.
as a celebrity. But then again,
Depends.
because I'm going with another dentist, and it's really nice for someone to know what I go through.
Yeah. But some people think like being outside of their actual profession is always nice as well.
For sure.
They don't have to focus on.
And a celebrity is a full-time thing, isn't it?
Oh shit.
It's not like once you've stopped
Just
the movie,
being
you
famous
stopped.
in general.
It must be so exhausting.
Imagine being famous on social media right now.
Couldn't do it.
Fuckery.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Fuckery.
Yeah, and
Fuckery.
people, and you hear how rude people can be whenever they like stop them in the street and stuff like that. It's like I've got stuff to do, you know. It's like, why would you ever say, like, how can you be, just because they're famous, all of a sudden the natural laws of being polite.
People think like that message me and stuff, or like when I see them in public or whatever, they think I'm famous because I have a podcast. I'm like, big man, do you know that not a lot of people not really people come up to me on road.
Yeah.
That's when you think. The only people that come up to me on the road is if people say like I have a podcast like through friends, or they've actually listened because their friends have been involved, or stuff like that. Hell no, they what? I am not famous, bruv.
Yeah. And then it must be weird as well for them to know so much about you. You know absolutely nothing about that.
Nothing. But at the same time, I don't give everything.
Oh yeah, of course, I'm sure.
You never give everything.
No. It's dangerous.
You give.
What you can.
Something that is relatable.
Yeah.
I always give things that are relatable. I think.
Mm.
I don't give everything. Like, you obviously remember, like, you listen to the pod, like, when we talk about, like, sex and shit. It's always relatable stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's always relatable stuff. It's not, like, anything crazy, because most guys will relate to what I say about sex. Because it's mad.
I think that's the cool thing about memes, isn't it? Like, someone says something really obscure, really tiny, and you're like, whoa, everybody does that? Like, I'm the same, like, I can't really...
There's certain things, There's certain things, that...
The first time I ever clocked onto it was one where I was reading. It was like, if you only have like 1 foot out of the blanket, it's scary. If you have both feet out of the blanket, it's fine. Yeah. Nothing's gonna grab you.
That's true still.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's
100%.
true still. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But when it's like, when like we talk, like me and my friends, like obviously we have like good conversations and stuff, and then it'd be like, someone says someone says something, and we're like, wait, what?
You have that too?
Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bit mad. But like, even like when we play Never Have I Ever, that will open up everything.
Oh, you know what?
That's an incredible game. Do you know how many times I played that, in parties? It's an incredible sight to see of what people are on.
You say that, right? And it's so funny, you're right. But the whole point, we need to change the rules of that game, because the whole point is... Yeah, no, because listen, because the whole point is you have to say something you haven't done. So every time you go to, especially...
Wait, what? Not really.
Well, yeah, you still drink anyway, but that's the set rules anyway. That's the law.
That's the law.
Never have I ever. So whenever you play, especially with people in Ireland, whenever you play with them, it comes to their turn, it's like, do I have to have not done it? And it's like, just say it and drink.
Just say anything,
Just
man.
say it and drink.
Run it. run it. Usually you have to start with obviously like never have I ever got a degree.
Yeah.
Got a degree. Never have I ever done this and that. But when you get to the raunchy
And
shit,
then it goes to
go to the raunchy shit. That's where we will see throws on crud.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I feel
remember,
like you can just keep going. These
I
days, you
remember
can just
someone
keep on
saying
going.
certain questions, and I'm like, oh shit, I know I have to drink.
Yeah. You wait until the port that no one's looking, and then just. Whoop.
No, because I think it was I went to the 3 Shots of Tequila live show. On it's a podcast, a big podcast in the UK. They did a show at Hammersmith Apollo.
Okay, cool.
Like 3,600 people.
What's loads?
Yeah.
Live podcast, that must be cool.
Yeah. So I've been to a few. So I've seen them, and they were playing Never Have I Ever in the beginning.
That's a good one to play
And
with,
then
with an audience.
I told all the people that I was with, like, listen, we're gonna have to play in it.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's enjoy this. We're in a big space.
I love that.
We're between friends. Why not? So we're like, yeah, all right, cool, say this. So they say certain questions. Certain people drank. We just look at them straight away.
Yeah.
I said,
And it's, so we call it story time. You just scream in
my
their face, story
days.
time.
Oh my days! Even when I go to like certain events and stuff, I have to play it. It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
I can't play it with them. I have to be sure of who's there because I'm in the position where I have to be very careful of what's out there.
Oh yeah.